So, you're all wondering what today's video is. And before I forget, hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here. And I'm here with yet another movie review that was requested by Nanzer XS and has been frequent topic in TikTok as of this month. A movie that YMS, aka Your Movie Sucks, reviewed back in 2013. And I think you could guess what that movie is. Yep. That movie is for Megan is Missing. Yeah, so last night I watched the movie to get my review made, and apparently so many babies on TikTok say, "Oh my god, this movie is so scary, I'm traumatized for life." This movie was stupid. It was awful. It was crap. How could babies on TikTok be scared of this trash? They clearly haven't seen any scary movies at all. And is it... Now you're probably wondering, is it worse than Craptivity? Yes! It is 100% worse than Craptivity! Like, holy hell! And even Craptivity wasn't this terrible. And was better filmed. Here's why this movie was just horribly filmed, such horrible fonts, such horrible texted, and such horrible pace, and horrible lit. Like, I don't even think of one redeemable quality of this film. The only thing it does was just it was laughably bad. So, what's the movie even about? Well, it's about two teenage girls named Megan and Amy who are best friends, who share a secret, chat with guys online to find friends, but eventually encounter this online internet predator named, well, Josh, and of course, go missing. That's literally how the movie goes. Seriously. Why does this movie suck so much? Well, here's some good reasons. Most of the budget looks like it went to the scene where Megan invites Amy to the house party, the torture scenes, the rape scene, and those two pictures of Megan, which I'm going to get to later. It's so poorly made. Like, some scenes show production within the film, including a boom mic being seen during the party, as well as one where you can hear the director say action. No, seriously, if you look closely, you can literally see the boom mic. Where there's a scene where Megan and Amy go to this party, and there's a boom mic scene in one of the shots. And you can hear the director say action. It's like they couldn't even do much of the work. Some nonsensical moments. Like in one scene, Megan is talking to a guy on Skype, who is obviously Josh, but his webcam is broken so she cannot see him. However, instead of communicating another way, she continues to look at her webcam despite there being nothing to look at. Also, in the scene where... Spoilers, guys, technically, during one of the final 22 minutes where Amy is raped by Josh, she smiles the whole way through, like, seriously. At the very end, she's practically smiling because it's so horribly acted, and some poor casting. Like, this movie's centered around two teenagers. They don't even look or act anything like 13 to 14-year-old girls, as they are played by actresses in their mid or early 20s. For no apparent reason, they don't even show the villain's face. I mean, Josh's face, even though it's no one even special. And they ain't an unrealistic script, so poor acting. It's almost like the cast people got actors for this movie off the streets. Plus, oh yeah, and this movie comes off as rather exploitative. specifically like the rape scene and the overly detailed explanation of oral sex. Oh, by that specific explanation of oral sex, there's a scene where Megan and Amy are chatting online, like most of the movie, and she brings up this one scene where, not scene, one story where, when she was freaking 10, she was molested by a camp counselor. And she doesn't, and she seems to sexually talk about this story. And just, dear God, like, how could Michael Goy live putting this in his own script? How could he even live with himself? Well, believe it or not, and speaking of Michael Goy, believe it or not, half of this movie is literally edited, directed, and produced by one guy. And that's, of course, the director of this movie, Michael Goy. Does that sound like a fake name? Well, of course it does. I mean, it's not like it's not a real name. Of course, nobody's actually called Michael Goy. Like, I'm sure he probably just uses that in order to protect his property and all that other crap from the government and the IRS and the police. Like, oh dear God. He even claims that, it's another thing, he wanted this movie to be educational for teenagers about internet. So, basically, the rape scene, the barrel scene, which I'm going to get to in a minute, the scary pictures, the oral sex story, that's all for frickin' education? Just wow. Michael Goy, you're clearly messed up psychopath. But, and another thing, whenever the movie tries to be scary, it fails. Basically, there's these scary pictures of Megan being tortured. Like, she has these, like, hooks through her mouth open and her prying her nose open. And she's literally screaming with her head attached to this wooden table in this so-called scary pictures. Like, wow, those aren't even scary at all. And there's this other laughably stupid thing where Amy goes under this bridge. Apparently she reveals that she had this teddy bear with her the whole time. Like, this is Billy Bear. My mom made me get rid of him, but I didn't want to do that. So I put him under the bridge and I can visit him here anytime I want. And literally just heads a bear under a bridge. And, okay, maybe there's one effective thing here, but you can see a silhouette watching her. Yeah, it's clearly Josh, guys. I don't even care if that's a spoiler. It's literally Josh. You can tell who the silhouette is. Yeah. And another thing with the filming, they always freeze and put in text dialogue on the center of the screen and freeze the shot, or freeze the scene, basically. Now, the only good thing about this whole movie is the final 22 minutes. Basically, Josh has kidnapped Amy, and basically he does all sorts of acts of torture. Like, he throws a bucket of water at her, basically. She's chained up in some torture dungeon he has, and he basically feeds her food in a dog dish, a dirty dog dish, believe it or not, and then gives her Billy only if she eats the whole thing without her hands. And then of course, the whole potential is ruined with the badly acted rape scene. But after the badly acted rape scene comes, well, after that, he tells her, says, okay, if you want to go home, I'll let you go home. You just gotta get in this barrel so you don't know where I live. So he opens the barrel, and it's actually Megan's corpse, rotting corpse, in that barrel, and then he proceeds to stuff Amy in the barrel, seals her in it, then off-screen takes it to this area where he digs this hole for 12 whole goddamn minutes, which I skipped through because it takes forever for him to dig. And she's just talking, you can barely even hear what she says, and then he pushes the barrel into the hole, she's pounding on the barrel to be let out, as he keeps finally burying her alive, basically, and he did bury her alive. She's pretty much dead at this rate, so the movie ends, but then the credits roll, and it still will end. It still shows them talking throughout the ending credits. Like, I just stopped the movie there because I was just done with this film at this rate. So, yeah. This movie had bad scares, bad filming, bad lighting, bad acting, and unlikable characters. So, all four of those get a 0, 0, 0, 0. So, what's my ranking for Megan is Missing? Well, here's my ranking of Megan is Missing. Megan is Missing gets a 0 out of 10. Actually, a rare double 2 zeros out of 10. So bad, stupid, and yeah, way, way worse than Craptivity. I would definitely watch Craptivity over this any day, because at least Craptivity's somewhat better filmed and actually has an actual budget. So yeah. Don't fall. So guys, don't fall for any of the TikTok crap. Do not watch this movie. It sucks. Okay. So that's my review for Megan is Missing, finally. Now, that'll be it for this review, guys. And thank y'all for watching. And tomorrow I'll be back to my Christmas movie reviews, beginning with Elf for to start off the week, Monday. Will be episode 4 of my Christmas movie reviews, and it'll be for Elf. But anyway, that'll be it for this review, guys. Thank y'all for watching. And if you like this and want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120. Actually, not Elf. Actually, Christmas with Cranks. I remember that was supposed to be episode 4. Then it's Elf after that one. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120.